showing you some of my Python projects I've made. So you can subscribe and like, and if you have any feedback, please comment down below. Okay, so the first project is basically a web browser, and this is using pqt5 package, and if we run this, it'll come up. Okay, yeah, as you can see, we have a browser and we can change this to like YouTube. Yeah, and as you can see, it takes us to YouTube, and we can search up go to Google, and we can search up like python.org, and we can press on links and they all work. We can copy and paste things, like if I copy this, I can paste it. We have a back button, forward, to reload, and you can use this to move around the toolbar. I'm just gonna use this, so I put it in the bottom if I want to, and there. And like you can navigate to different pages and do everything. Okay, so the next one is going to be just like a thing like of import. So I can just delete this, and I can make an import. What would you like me to say? And inside here, what would you like me to say? I'd say hello.
Hello.
And as you can see, it says hello. And finished. Okay. Now this one, it took me about 2 days. It's really interesting. So it's a Python chat app which has a GUI, which stands for graphical user interface, which means you can basically see it and it's not text based in the terminal. So to run the client, I first have to run the server, and since VS Code doesn't allow me to run 2 Python files at the same time, I have to run it in my terminal. Python. Okay. Let's see. Okay, no. Okay, and Python client.py. So I have to run the server first, otherwise the client won't know where to join. For example, if you're joining like a Zoom meeting or something, the meeting has to be started, otherwise you can't join unless you're the host and you actually make the meeting. So I'm about to basically make the server, which is the meeting, and now it's saying it's listening for incoming messages. Run, and we should have, yep, here. So we can put our name as Jack, we can join, and we can make a new tab and do cd desktop, my stuff, coding, Python, and make another client. Oh, I put Python before client.py, and we should have this here. John, join, and it says John is joined, so I can say to John, hi, and there's that. And as you can see, it says join here, and I'll say hello, and as you can see, it turns up on both of them. So that was the chat app GUI. And finally, this was just a fun project that I made because I was bored, so I'll explain it. So this is using the turtle module, which you don't have to pip install, and this is a random module, and this is turtle.hideTurtle, so it doesn't show up with an arrow on the screen. Then it turns it to 0, the speed to 0. Funnily enough, 0 is actually the highest speed the turtle can go. then it's asking for input, the minimum thinking power of simulation, which is not true. It's just because I need a random input for these, and it'll enter a number, maximum, and then while true, which means infinite loop, it'll make a number from 1 to 4, make that equal to m, which stands for movement, because it will decide what movement. So if it's 1, it'll move forward, and then it'll get a random decimal number between the minimum and the maximum, and then it will also print forward, so I can see, and it prints pretty fast. I just put that as an additional feature so my computer doesn't like activate its fans and make like big sound, which like is so disturbing. And then if movement is equal to 2, it goes backward. If it's equal to 3, it goes right. If it's equal to 4, which I don't have to check if it's equal to 4, because if it's not equal to 1, 2, or 3, I'm gonna just write else, and it's guaranteed to be left. And then it picks random numbers between. So if I run this, as you can see, oh, okay, forgot to close off. Yeah, okay. On this, as you can see, it comes up with a window. Now minimum. Now the smaller the difference between these numbers, the more human it will look. So like, if it's 0 and 1, like it looks like, eventually it will look like scribbling. Right now it doesn't, but eventually I say scribbling. And you probably, like, once I made a simulation with this and it looked like absolute scribble, and I told my friends to see what it looks like, and they weren't able to tell it was made by Python script. So, but the bigger the difference, like if I put 0 and like 100, as you can see, you can definitely tell like that's made by a computer. No human could like draw that straight, at least not that I know of. As you can see, yeah, it's just making random stuff. I know, I just find it cool to see. My friend made up like, oh, this is what the computer's thinking, but like we all know that's not true. It's just random numbers that it's making and then putting in a random direction. Okay, well, anyways, that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe and like. And if you want to see more content, please put down a comment. And if you're having trouble with any projects that you're trying to make, you can put that in the comments as well, and I'll try to help you. Bye, guys. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and if you have any feedback, comment down below.